crypto world, Thursday morning, and remember all the focus on last night was on Nvidia's earnings. Well, guess what? S&P's basically unchanged, the tech-heavy Nasdaq is basically unchanged, and Nvidia is basically unchanged. So we can move past that having an effect on the market. Yes, it was a little volatile when the news came out about its earnings, but basically prices tell you everything's in keeping with what they want, not better, not worse. Things are going along, and you know it's the stock with the largest market cap, and it still maintains that position. So it's relatively speaking a non-event. And when we jump over to crypto, it's basically firm with a slight upward bias. But what's remarkable, you know all the excitement we've had about these companies putting Ethereum on its balance sheet and all the good news about the stable coins. Ethereum, while it's up 7% on the week, hasn't continued its momentum. Of course, there's more time left in the week, but it's interesting, and we see Solana leading the pack now. It's above 200, and it's up 16% on the week, and there's a couple of kind of weird news items. Interestingly, JP Morgan has come out and said that Bitcoin is undervalued compared to gold because, in part, the volatility of Bitcoin has decreased. That's a big statement coming from JP Morgan because we all know what Jamie Dimon thinks of Bitcoin. And I have to bring this up. The Trump children own American Bitcoin. It's a Bitcoin miner that has on its balance sheet a lot of Bitcoin, obviously. They plan to go public in September on the Nasdaq. Part of what's helping crypto right now is look at the dollar. It broke 98, and it's showing relative weakness, if you will, which of course helps crypto. And while the markets aren't paying attention any longer to this firing by Trump of the Federal Reserve governor, she has, of course, not let her office, and she's suing Trump, saying that whatever I'm accused of, she doesn't say she did it or didn't do it. It happened before I was a Fed governor, so it's not relevant. I'm not sure that's correct, but I'm not playing lawyer, but this is what the drama is about. Bottom line, all the Nvidia drama's behind us, and tomorrow we have what's potentially the most important number that the Federal Reserve uses when it determines whether it's going to lower interest rates, coming out, the PCE, at 8:30 in the morning tomorrow. But most people believe that it will be in keeping with expectations, and they still believe it's almost 100% that the Fed's cutting in September. But of course, if the number disappoints, you could throw cold water on it. So I think it's very important, though most pundits don't think that it's going to come in a way that would be detrimental to the probability of lowering interest rates. So here we are. Reasonable, and let's see what happens when the number comes out. But with the low volume and it being August, absent a shock on the PCE, I think we go into the weekend more or less where we are now.